All right, welcome back, Yard by Yard episode. I got to fix my lighting here. I keep going in and out. We got Josh Rhodes joining the program. He is on mute right now because he's watching his dog, dealing with his dog. Josh Rhodes is back. I'm just trying to do some filler right here. And Josh is here. This is episode 57.
Yeah, I turned around and she was had climbed in her crate. It's
Oh
been a
no,
whole ordeal.
that's
She
that's
pooped in
just
her
not
crate yesterday or
just not what
today
you want to
too.
see.
So I had to clean that, and then she just climbed back in and was trying to tear up her towel. Now, oh
It's just
wow.
not what you want
Okay,
to see. It's
now we're
not good.
set.
Now we're good. Now we're good. All right. Episode 57. We are going to the game's already happened for wild card. We're gonna break down the college football championship that's gonna happen. Indiana's been massacring teams. We're gonna preview the divisional round games, and we'll talk a little coaching hirings. Anything off the top of your head, Josh?
All right, massive gripe that I have. Jesus Christ.
We got
Scotty, chill.
dogs causing problems.
Yeah.
For the
Hey,
pe- for the
Scotty.
people for the people not watching on YouTube, the dog is causing some problems.
Um, Massive gripe that I have. Why is the national championship on a Monday night?
I agree. I agree.
And I'm fine with it not being on Saturday. Why not put it on Friday? Be the lead in to NFL playoffs.
Yep. You got
Like,
nothing else going on.
and even, I mean, the Super Bowl's on a Sunday. It makes sense because that's when NFL games are
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
But why are we moving? And I get like playoff games are different because New Year's Eve and Thursday, Friday. I don't know why they did Thursday, Friday on this last round,
I
but
don't like
like
how they do that either.
it's probably like a week after, I think, but it's very doable. Just move it to
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. There's an echo right there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Major echo. Sorry.
I
But yeah,
mean,
no, I agree. I agree.
production issues. I mean, we've got
We're
a
gonna
dog going crazy in the
we're gonna
background.
have a lot of production issues here.
A microphone echo.
It's look. It's into the season for the yard by yard. We only got a couple
This is
more
the
episodes
grind of the
left.
season right
This is the
here.
grind of the season. This is where you're fighting for yards. Okay. Look at that little pulling right there. That was pretty good. All right. But yes, I agree. I don't think it should be played on a Monday night. I think everybody is in that. I think it's pretty insane it's played on a Monday night, but it happens. And now we have a Monday night national championship between I'll go by seed rankings. Number one Notre Dame. Number one Indiana. I saw the ND on here and saw Notre Dame. That would have been very funny. Number one Indiana, 8.5 point favorite at the college football championship against Miami. Over under is 47.5. I think Indiana's gonna kill them.
You should logically take Indiana based on recent history.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you were to put any other logo with this team on that, is that spread bigger? I for the past couple rounds, it 100% would have been.
I thought
So
this was
are
gonna
they
be at
starting to
like
adjust
I
here?
thought this was gonna be at like 10.
Okay.
And
So
8.5 is surprising that it's that. I guess because it's Miami's been playing good, but Indiana's insane. Indiana beat the shit out of Oregon when I thought Oregon was going to put up a major fight, but they didn't even come close. They didn't even come close once.
well,
You had the one cool drive from Dante Moore after that pick six, was like, okay, and then Indiana just killed him.
in Indiana, I am somebody who, and I was talking to one of my coworkers about this recently. I am somebody who enjoys dynasties in college football. I enjoy watching blue bloods win. It's just that's tradition college football. I don't know why. I enjoy that. So like last year I was like, okay, this is a nice story, but it's not going to end well. It didn't last year.
Yeah,
This year they're starting to become like that wagon.
they're
However,
they're
the
becoming
people,
Alabama.
yeah, and exactly. But the people that say that they, by winning this game, would become the greatest team of all time,
Yeah,
they'd be
it's
the
a
first to ever go 16-0. Yeah, but it's not close.
people are forgetting how good that 2019 LSU team was. Even if you look at the 2020 Alabama COVID team, that team was insane. You look at the Auburn team from 2020. I mean, you look at that Florida State team in 2013, Miami in 01, all the
Well, and
Miami teams. You can't, this team is very good, but you cannot compare them to those teams. You
in
can't.
college football teams now, the best teams are going to be watered down compared to what they used to be.
Yeah.
The best teams of today are mediocre teams 3 to 4 years ago, realistically, or before NIL and all that, because you have the guys that would be great backups transferring and playing somewhere else and not developing at the same place.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you have, I mean, Cignetti's a great coach. It's like he really has built this team like Alabama. Like this team is identical to the 2010 Alabama team, the 2010s Alabama team. The teams all threw up, 2010 to 2020. All of those teams were just dominant and found ways to win all the time. And they wouldn't just beat you; they would beat the shit out of you. And
Yeah, and
it's great.
Arkansas, so to go back to that, Arkansas caught a pot shot by Kirk during, I don't know if you picked up on this, to where during the Rose Bowl, um, Kirk had said something like, "You expect this out of Alabama playing Arkansas."
Okay,
And I was like,
Kurt.
"What are we doing
Yeah,
here?"
that's why Kurt's gone down in my play by play and commentator rankings. Not Fowler's part, that's Kirk's part. Yeah, but I'm going. I think obvious choice here. I think everyone in the world is going to take it unless you went to Miami, Indiana. I think Indiana wins this 35-20
Mm, yeah, yeah.
or 35-14. Like
It could. That's what I was gonna say.
I
Is
think there's
I
a chance we
man,
see bad Carson Beck again in this game. He throws one interception, gets a little rattled. And look, people are talking about Miami having a home game here. Indiana fans travel, and we saw that in the Peach Bowl, and we saw that in the Rose Bowl. We've seen it in every game. They're going to travel to this game. It is going to be it's not going to be all Miami. It's going to be split.
yeah,
So I am, yeah, Indiana's going to kill him. Indiana's going to kill him. It's not really a question for me. Um, is that all we have on college? Great year of college football. Great year.
yeah.
Um,
I like I said, the
I'll recap the game next week, but
product is almost watered down now. I don't know.
I'm
It's not.
excited for next year with all the transfer portal stuff, all the
Yeah,
coaches leaving, go to new teams. I mean LSU got Sam Levitt, DJ Lagway is going to go to Baylor. We got a lot of Brandon Sorsby goes to Texas Tech. Cam Coleman goes to Texas, gets another wide receiver for Arch. So it's interesting to see how this is going to go. I mean, Ty Simpson's going to the draft. I mean, I love college football. College football is the best. It's gonna be awesome next year. But yeah, I agree with you to some extent. But it's still amazing. It's still awesome.
yeah,
Okay, now let's go into some NFL, and we'll start off the NFL with some. We have all the coaching firings. We've got one coach hired. Probably the main point to talk about is that John Harbaugh was fired from the Ravens, and Mike Tomlin stepped down with the Steelers. Now, Mike Tomlin stepping down, that was like a, hey, Mike, we don't want to fire you.
yeah.
Yeah, that
That
definitely
and
was what that was, right?
one of my coworkers, because it was, I was at work obviously whenever
Yeah,
that came out. One of my coworkers was like, "It's awesome that like he just knew it was the time to leave," and I was like,
that's not
"Eh,
what happens.
was it his decision or they said, 'Hey, it's time for you to go'?"
And we don't want to go, yeah, we're firing you, man. Like no one wanted to say that. Everyone wanted to be like, you know what? We'll make it work here. No, they did not want to fire him. They did not want to go through with another year. I mean, 19 seasons with Mike Tomlin. It's crazy. That's the third different coach the Steelers have had since I think it's 1969, which is
Was it
just
third or they're going on to their fourth? Because I saw four a lot, but also too that could have
it
been.
could have been that. It's either one of those. Either way, that's an stat. Incredible stat. But then you're like, how have the Steelers not had more Super Bowls in the recent history than that? Multiple 10-7 seasons. wild card losses. You look back at that Killer Bees team with Antonio Brown, Big Ben, and Le'Veon Bell, and you're like, how did they not win the Super Bowl? So you got teams all over the field. Yep, teams all over with Mike Tomlin that he built to be successful, even though they weren't as good as advertised or as good on the field. And he took them to the playoffs. Some of them got playoff wins, won the division. That is his testament to how good of a coach he is.
Also, too,
I've
though,
always been a Tomlin fan.
I 100% agree with all that, but I just got hung up on you said, how did they not win more? And there's one answer.
Mike
The
Tomlin.
Patriots.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you were going to
Like
say
that's
Mike
just
Tomlin was the reason.
it's
Yeah,
an outside factor that during that time you just had the greatest dynasty
and the Broncos.
in NFL history.
And the Broncos lost the Broncos 2015 divisional round.
Well, yeah, but I'm just meaning as a
Yeah,
broad.
Okay. And the biggest only hiring we have so far is as of last night. I think it was at like midnight. John Harbaugh is a New York Giant. I think no matter who else gets hired in the NFL in this coaching circle, that is the best hire by far. I think I mean, when you talk about a culture change, there's no place needs a culture change more than the New York Giants. And I think that John Harbaugh is the perfect guy to come in and do that. If he brings Todd Monken, look, I know a lot of people are nervous about Todd Monken and John Harbaugh, but when you had the first year of Todd Monken, that Ravens offense was on fire. So if that's what you're worried about, then you have different things to kind of reflect on because the offenses were really good. And yeah, he had Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and all these players, Zay Flowers, all these players, but also before Tom Monken, their offense was very dull and didn't do a lot with running and throwing with a quarterback who can run and throw. Now you have Jackson Dart, who can do both those, not as good as Lamar Jackson, but excited to see John Harbaugh in New York. And I'm excited just to see the Giants be like I think they're going to be relevant again. I think they'll be good. It'll take a little bit, but look, I think John Harbaugh is just an incredible coach.
Well, I don't think it'll take a little. I mean, it'll take probably 2 years, you're going to know, because they've got a really solid roster already, realistically. They've got a bunch of pieces. Just coaching has certainly been an issue there.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, I Googled because I was like, I can't remember exactly how old Harbaugh is. 63, so he's not going to be there for forever. But then I started thinking about whenever
He
you're
doesn't
talking
look that
about
old.
that. He doesn't look that old, but also too, what is the shelf life on head coaches nowadays? Like it's not
Um,
long. Like you have
well,
probably
we have two organizations now, and probably the only ones that were in the NFL that when you looked at the NFL, you're like, what are two organizations who are just holding on to two coaches when they haven't produced as much as they should and have how they did about 20 years ago, 10 years ago, who haven't fired their head coach? And it was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens with those two coaches. Now, I don't know who I look at now. Maybe Kyle Shanahan, maybe Andy Reid, but
Reed,
Andy
yeah.
Reid's won. He's won a lot, but I'm talking about teams who haven't won and keep their coaches around. I think Kyle Shanahan's probably the main one you look at there. Um,
Well, and
yeah, I
I
don't.
get it. I get it from holding on because if you move on to somebody, you could be right there, but then next year
Your shit.
I Lord knows how the
Yeah,
Steelers are going to be
yeah,
because
yeah.
I mean they're just not a great team.
No,
That is an example of your head coach is getting you to
yeah,
that level. It's I mean they whenever you value stability, you're going to win at some point, but at a certain point you're just going to hit your ceiling as well and not really be able to do much more than that, which is what we saw in the long run.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. All right, let's get into these picks for these games. All right, first we have, and I'll let you go first. Saturday, 3:30, Bills at Broncos. The line opened up with the Broncos as the underdog at a 1.5 point underdog. Now it's moved to, at least on CBS, it says Broncos are a 1 point favorite. The over is 46. I'll let you go.
Luke, I don't typically I would come on and just give you shit about the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I This is not like they are a good team. It's almost they've been waiting to the last second to win the entire season. It's gonna catch up to them at some point. And also too, if Josh Allen doesn't win it this year, can he ever win it?
Yeah.
And so it's almost in this game, I don't, in my mind right now, it's gearing up to somebody is going to be severely disappointed on one side or the other of realizing this is your best shot, particularly the Broncos with the division that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the Chiefs. However, I have to say that. And also, too, of Josh Allen, if he doesn't get it done here, what's going to go on?
Yeah. So I have had a lot of thoughts over the past week about everything. I'm glad we got the one seed. I trust Sean Payton. I'm going to say that every single day. I trust Sean Payton with his planning. I feel like he has been in the lab this week, planning offensively, especially last week for no matter who we played. Um, but I am terrified of Josh Allen. I'm terrified of Josh Allen, as I should be. He's in one of the best players in the league, maybe the best player in the league. And you're right about this being, this is more of a when are you going to do it if it's not now for the Bills and the Broncos.
Yeah.
The Broncos, this season was a all right, we are here. Like
Yeah.
like last year we snuck into the playoffs. This year, yeah, we had some I look, I'm going to be the first one that's going to come out and say, yes, we have been extremely lucky a lot of these games. Nick Benito's batted down pass against the Commanders to win that game. I mean, we've had that's one of the luckiest ones. We've had a lot of lucky plays happen for us here, um, but this is still a good team, and we've seen this team play its best a couple of times in the season. Two of those times were, late afternoon games against big teams on CBS. That was the Packers and that was the Chiefs. And this team put together the perfect game on both sides of the ball. We know the defense can do it. It's always the offense. What is the offense going to do? Are they going to show up or are they going to be inconsistent? I think this week, I think we're in for a battle. I think this is going to be a shootout. And I think it's going to come down to just a few plays here. And it's going to be, are the Broncos going to be able to make enough plays to stop Josh Allen on defense? Um, I'm not worried about the Broncos secondary with the Bills wide receiver because that wide receiver room is just cooked. I mean, they got a lot of injuries all over the place. Keon Coleman's been a healthy scratch, and then he's played, but then not looked great. The area of the field where I'm going to predict that I think the Broncos are going to get torn up at is the tight end position with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid because we have this season been very bad against tight ends, and those are two. This is one of the best offenses that is best at using tight ends. I'm saying all of this because I'm confident that we can win. This is revenge for last year. We did not have anywhere close to the team we have now that we did last year. You pick up Dre Greenlaw, you pick up Hufanga has been the biggest pickup for our defense this year. We had no good safeties last year who could stop the run or play great in the secondary against the pass, and Hufanga does both of those in one safety. Dre Greenlaw, when he is healthy, is playing great. Yeah, I worry about Riley Moss, but I'm always going to be confident in our defense. I'm going to be confident in this team, and the offense has been playing great. And if there's a game where you put everything together and just shut everyone the fuck up about you being frauds, it is this game against Josh Allen. Everyone's going to be picking Josh Allen. Everyone's picking the Bills. I know that. I know that. But I'm rocking with my boys. First divisional game in a fucking decade. Last time we had a divisional game, we went and won the Super Bowl with the one seed. I'm confident. I'm confident. I think Yeah, fuck yeah. Of course I'm picking us to win it, but that wasn't really just a prediction. That was every single thought coming out of my head. I'm terrified of Josh Allen, but I'm confident in my team and I think we can get it done. And I like being the team that's not picked. I love it.
And
I love being the team that everyone's like, "Oh shit." Like everyone loves that because now I feel like, well, I don't have shit to lose because everyone's already picking us to lose anyway. So
and
fuck it.
I've got one comment. You didn't say I'm confident that we will win. You said I'm confident that we can win. So how confident are you?
I'm very confident that we will win. We will win this game. It's just going to be, I think it's going to be like a boxing match. It's going to be, Bo Nix has to play incredible. We have to run the ball efficiently. Um, Josh is going to let his dog out, so I'm just going to rant here, guys, real quick. Look, the Bills are an incredible team. Josh Allen's an incredible player. We all know that. But what the Broncos have done efficiently all year long is sack the quarterback. Now, the Bills have great tackles, but Josh Allen does like to get out of the pocket. When he's out of the pocket, he's extremely good. He's the best in the league at getting out of the pocket and making plays downfield. But I don't think he's played edge rushers like Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper in one. And also, the middle of our defense with DJ Jones and Malcolm Roach and Jonathan Franklin Myers and Zach Allen, these guys dominate the centers and the guards. So I think first you get pressure up the middle, and then on the outside, you have these two rushers who are going to be able to collapse the pocket, and you get there quick. I mean, we have edge rushers with two of the fastest get offs in the entire National Football League. Get Josh out of his rhythm. He's going to make amazing plays. He's going to score touchdowns. It's going to be a crazy game. You're not going to stop Josh Allen. That's just something that doesn't happen. You can only hope to contain him and match what he does every game. But come out with a plan. Come out and punch him in the face. Shock the world. Everyone is saying you are not going to win. If you're a Broncos fan listening to this, if you're a Broncos player listening to this, everyone's saying you are not going to win. They've been saying all year long we're frauds. They've been saying all year long, oh my God, this is the easiest pick for a team to lose in the first round. Well, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose in the first round, okay? I am confident in this fucking team. I love this fucking team. Am I a psychopath for this team? Yes, I am a psychopath for this team, but I love this team. We will win. You're back, Rhodes. I
I
went on
just
a
I know, I just walk up and I hear if you're a Broncos fan, if you're a
yeah,
Broncos
yeah.
player, and I'm like, Luke,
I gave a defensive kind of like
this
pass
was a
rush.
locker room hype up
It
speech.
was, it was, and look, it should get the players, should everybody get hyped up.
What's the
But yeah,
spread again?
one Broncos
Yeah,
by
I'm
one.
taking the
I
Bills.
I wish we
I'm
weren't
taking,
favored.
I'm taking the
I
Bills.
wish we just weren't favored at all. But that's all right. But yeah, I got Broncos winning. You got Bills. All right, next game. 49ers at Seahawks. The Seahawks are a 7-point favorite. Second time these teams have played in 2 weeks. Over under is 45. Came out today that Sam Darnold has like an oblique injury, but he's fine. Like they're like, oh, he'll be good. That worries me a little bit because look, I still am not sold on Sam Darnold being this elite guy yet. He shows flashes and he plays great, and he's played great this year, but he's also played bad at the same time. And we know he has the capability of, pardon my take says it all the time, turning back into a pumpkin. So, are we going to see that this game with a 49ers team that, look, they're depleted on injuries on every side of the field? But I'm confident that they can go in and I'm confident they can go in and win this game. They're a good ass team. So, um,
That's it all does hinge on Sam Darnold. And
look,
it's difficult because you don't know what Sam Darnold you're gonna get. Because
yeah,
if he plays okay, the Seahawks will win.
yeah,
But whenever he's bad, he's bad.
really bad, really
So
bad.
and also too, this 49ers team just hangs around.
They do. They know how to do it. And Brock
So
Brock Purdy's been there. He knows how to make plays. Yeah, and Christian McCaffrey's been playing great. The one caveat here, um, the Seahawks defense is incredible. The Seahawks defense is one of the best in the league. They don't just destroy you like the Texans do, but they're a good ass team. Um, I'm crazy. I might be crazy here, but I think the 49ers win this game. The 49ers, this is your division foe. You've played them twice already this season. I think Kyle Shanahan is one of the best, if not the best coach in the NFL. I think he's going to figure out a way to win this game. I really do.
Well, I agree with you. I don't. I mean, from a betting standpoint, I definitely
Mainly, it's
take
mainly because
them.
I hate the Seahawks. But go
I
ahead.
I definitely take the spread. I don't know if I'd feel confident in taking a money line bet, but I know full well that the 49ers can win this game. And hey, they how they just hang around.
Yeah,
It makes me think of that quote that Dan Campbell said whenever he came in of like, we're in the deep part of the ocean. We're going to drag you in and drown you. That is what the
yeah,
49ers are
yeah,
this year, especially that last week of losing Kittle to an Achilles and then going out and doing that shit. Like
yep,
that's what they are is they're going to pull you down to the dark place that they're in and they're going to last longer than
yeah,
you.
yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. I got 49ers. Yeah, I think they win this. All right. Now, last two games. We have Sunday. If you're watching on YouTube, Josh had to go again, take out the dog. Him and his wife are doing great things with the decorations there. It looks great. Oh, he's back. Okay.
No, that was not letting her out. That's she's going feral on the chair, so I
Okay.
had to
Well, it
get her to
happens. It
stop that.
happens. Okay. Texans at Patriots. Patriots are a 3-point favorite. Over under is 40.5 for this game. I think the Patriots going to win this game, but it's going to be a last second field goal type game. I mean, the Texans defense is a scary ass defense, and the Texans are a team where, yeah, their offense doesn't play great, but if their defense gets on a roll like they did on Monday and they continue it this weekend and they cause turnovers and they cause a way to win this game, I am not, I would be scared I would be scared if you're playing the Texans because this team they don't give they play football and defense like they don't give a fuck for their life. Guys are like going head first hitting people. It's insane. It is crazy. They're such a good defensive team schematically and just hitting like I think it's Jalen Petrie and Kamari Lassiter just level guys every single play and then don't even think about you have Will Anderson Jr and Daniil Hunter on both sides of the ball that get off so fast at the snap, and you have one of those guys going up against a rookie left tackle and Will Campbell, and is Will Campbell going to be able to handle it? I don't know, but you also have Drake May on the other side of the field who's been playing incredible. That whole offense has been playing great. I'm going to take the Patriots, but I think it's going to be a Patriots last second win.
I don't think either of these teams are capable of making it to the Super Bowl.
Really?
I mean, the Patriots are good. I mean, they were not good last year and they definitely had an easy schedule this year. Last week they played phenomenally.
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see of I mean, yes, as good as the Texans defense is, their offense is just as inept
Yeah.
as how good their defense is. I mean,
Very good
that's
point.
really where we're at of this is quite honestly, I agree with you on it being a last second game, and I think it's going to be a low scoring just slog of
Yeah.
just throwing haymakers from the defensive side of the ball. And I really don't think that the Texans are capable of making it to the Super Bowl at all. And I don't think that the Patriots could beat the Broncos. They 100% could beat the Bills. So I'm a little bit of a look ahead, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
But like that's where my mentality
yeah.
is I don't know. I don't think that this game will matter in the long run. With that being said, if I were to pick somebody, I'd probably take the Texans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Last game, and then we'll wrap it up. Rams -3.5 at Bears. Uh, over under is at 48.5. I want to take Iceman. I love Iceman. and I love the Bears. I love Caleb Williams. That game last Saturday was fucking awesome. But Matthew Stafford, Puka Nakua, and that team, I think if Caleb Williams comes out and has the first half that he had against the Packers, and he has that against the Rams, that defense and that offense as well is not just gonna let this happen. This Rams team runs the ball so much better than this Packers team does, and they do it with Blake Corum and Kyron Williams. And Matthew Stafford is just surgical. So I have the Rams winning this game. I love the Bears, but I think the Rams are going to go into Soldier Field and win this game.
I completely agree. Only thing, warm team going to a
That's true,
cold
but it's not
atmosphere.
it's not Jared Goff though. If this was Jared Goff on the Rams, I would take the Bears. It's not Jared Goff. Also,
So
can
that's
we?
where that's I mean, like I said last time I was on, I brought that up for the Jags, which I think the Jags ended up winning that game against the Broncos, so I was
Yeah,
wrong there.
whatever, man.
However, that always comes in mind. I don't know what that means, but I agree. I think it's definitely going to be Rams. So
Yeah.
I've got a little idea since we've made our picks. Who Go ahead and give me your AFC and NFC championship again, restate for the viewers,
Okay.
and then your Super Bowl champion.
I got Broncos and Pats. And then I got my Super Bowl is going to be Broncos and um Rams. And I got the Broncos winning it. That's me confident, but I'm not backing down. Not backing
I
down.
I am going to take Bills, Texans, Bills to the Super Bowl. Um I mean, I said the 49ers earlier. We'll just stick with that Rams to the Super Bowl, playing the Bills. Gonna take the Bills, knowing full well it's probably gonna be the Rams.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got some fun pairings here. Like this
Oh,
could be
oh,
really
I'm
insane last.
that's
Like,
one of the things I'm really excited about. Like no matter what happens with these playoffs is why is my light doing that? Jesus. No matter what happens in the playoffs, we're going to get a very fun playoff and Super Bowl matchup.
yeah,
So, I'm excited about that.
because I mean, a like just imagine a Texans.
We got we got
I
some
don't even know who
rowdy
you would
the only
Texans and who else like who from the NSFC would be a good crazy pairing with them.
Bears.
Bears true.
Bears would
Texans
be awesome.
49ers would be kind of crazy of
Yeah.
like great historical team versus
Yeah. Yeah.
furthest they've ever gone.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Well, fuck. Great episode. Episode 57. I appreciate everybody listening. Josh, appreciate you coming on. I'll do another recap episode next week. It's going to be, guys, it's getting shorter and shorter each week. Appreciate it while you got it. Appreciate everybody coming on. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate everybody listening. And once again, enjoy the football.